Hello, this is wmpyr. For this video, I'm going to try to do something a little bit more on the ambitious side. I'm going to show you guys a Eskrima technique, and then I'm going to progress it specifically for self-defense. Okay, so first I need to show you the origin of the technique, and this is the original form. Okay, it's the one that we've been practicing over and over. So it just goes like this: 1 and 2. This is the double stick swinging exercise, which I have said to you guys that you can actually strike this way. And what I like about it is you could strike the head, you could strike the body, you could strike the legs, and then you could also strike the ground. Okay, so now we're gonna make that into a self-defense technique. So we're gonna go empty-handed, all right? So in an empty-handed situation, it's pretty much the same thing, okay? Just imagine that you're holding some sticks, okay? And we'll just go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all right? It's just the exact same thing that we did with the sticks. Boom, 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 boom. But now, empty hand. So you kind of have to get used to it with the empty hand because it feels a little bit different, all right? So here, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this, the hand on the bottom goes up, and then the hand that's already on the top here makes a diagonal slash. And then this time, the hand on the bottom goes up once again, and the hand that's already on the top makes a diagonal slash. So we come to this position, our over and under position. It's a position that you should be very comfortable with, and an over under position on the other side, all right? So that's pretty much what it looks like, empty hand wise. Now, how do you actually use that for self-defense? Well, when the person is coming in and they're giving one of these, a haymaker basically, and they want to hit me on the left side of my face. When that happens, it's the left side that they want to hit. The left arm is the one that comes up first immediately because that's the side, that's the closest side for me to defend. So boom, this comes up, and then here. This is striking. So this shields and this strikes. Okay, in the Filipino martial arts, we like to do something called defang the snake. We like to attack the attack. So as the hand is coming in to punch and to hit me right here, this comes in. This could hit too, but I could use it as a shield. So this just comes up, and then this hand hits their arm. And then look where I'm at. I'm right here, okay, in the over-under position. So if they're trying to hit me on the right side, exact same thing. The right side is the one that's being targeted, so the right hand comes up, boom, and then the left hand hits right here. And here we are in the over-under position. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So the main difference here from just swinging the double stick swinging exercise that we were doing is instead of this hand being an attack with the stick, an attack with the stick, then we're actually thinking more of this, the first hand right here, as a shield. So it's a shield and then a strike right here. Like I said, you can actually strike with this too, but you may not have time for that. So if you don't, then this is more of a shield right here. So boom, and then you're actually striking with here, or it could be a check, or if you're more like into boxing, it's a parry. All right, so boom, like so, boom. See how fast that can be? So just like this. Boom, right here. The shield comes up, and here's your parry. Okay. The good thing about this is because we have been doing this with the sticks, and it's teaching us this body mechanic to turn the body left and right like this. Okay. So because of that, in this case, the attack, once again, it's coming to my left side. It's going to hit me here. So I'm turning. Boom. I'm used to turning because that's what I do with the sticks. Exactly the same. I turn. By turning, what's happening is the strike wants to hit me here, right? It's boom. So if I go this way, we're going to be running in like two trains, you know, that's going to crash into each other. But instead, I am turning. So this is coming this way, and I'm moving it. I'm redirecting the force that way. So that's a good thing for me. Rather than going force to force, I'm going boom, like so. Okay, boom, like so. This hand comes up first. Boom, and here's my strike, or once again, this can be more of a check, okay? 1, 2. You could modify this. It's the concept that's important. The concept is you need to turn, Okay, so if the strike's coming to my left, I'm turning this way. Strike is coming to the right, I am turning this way. That comes from the footwork, from the body mechanics, from the sticks. And then the close arm, the side that's being attacked, the left hand's going to get attacked. The left side's going to get attacked, the left arm's coming up. If the right side is getting attacked, the right arm comes up. And then the other arm, see? So if the left side's getting attacked, left arm comes up, and then the right hand. Boom, boom, okay? And it takes us to this position. So those are the main components that make up this technique. Other than that, you can change it around. If you're more of a karate guy, you could do, more of this kind of strike block, okay? Shit. You could do it more like that. If you're, like I said, more of a boxer, it could be more of a shield like this, where you're covering with a block, and this is more of a parry right here. So you go boom, boom, right here. Maybe you could go in with a counter, boom, right here, counter strike. Okay, so that's more if you're more of a boxer. You might have this more like using the forearm right here to write off the technique, and then this is your knife slash if you're more of a knife fighter type guy. So boom, right here, this comes in, boom, and here's my knife slash right here, and I'm still in the over-under position. So you could change it up. The technique is very versatile, just like pretty much everything we do in Eskrima. What's more important is the main components and the concept, okay? So now that you understand how to use the technique, right, you have to practice to get good. And this is the really, really cool part, is that this is something that I call real world everyday training, okay? Real world everyday training. All right, so what makes real world everyday training so unique is that you are getting a ton of practice time. Because if the only practice you're really getting is at the dojo, then you're getting a very limited amount of practice. And in order to become good, you have to put in tons and tons and tons of practice, okay? So what we're doing here is we're incorporating this to our everyday life, right? We're actually making it a part of your lifestyle. And as you know, with like weight loss or any kind of like fitness program, the ones that are successful are the ones that make it into your lifestyle. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So when you go to the grocery store, the bank, walking around in the mall, just being outside from your house, in the street, you immediately utilize this, okay? So as you're walking, obviously, you're not going to be able to go boom like this. People are going to freak out, You can't do that at the mall. You can't do that at a store. They're going to kick you out, right? So what you can do is you can tone it down, okay? And you can still, you're thinking about this technique. You're thinking, so therefore it is still cerebral. This is not flinch response or flinch reflex or that kind of thing that a lot of reality-based martial arts people like to do, where they go from a flinch response into combat. This is not the same as that, okay? This is, you're actively thinking this. So as you're walking around, most of the time you're not going to see dangerous, scary people. So what you're going to do is you're going to imagine that these people are, okay? And as anyone passes by, and that's the great thing about this, is you could do it with anyone and they have no idea that you're doing this with them. So you get a million training partners. You get training partners and they don't even know they're your training partners, okay? So just people you encounter on the street. As you walk by and as they pass you, right as they pass you, that's when you're going to do this, okay? Do you see how subtle that was? This is perfectly normal, okay? This is not going to make you stand out and look like a freak or something like that, okay? But if you went like this, then yeah, people are going to be like, what the heck, So this keeps me right here. This arm goes first. If they're going to pass by on this side, this arm comes first, just like we did with the sticks. This arm comes first, and then this arm lets them pass by right here. You go, oh, excuse me, like this. And as you do that, notice I'm turning the right way that I'm supposed to be turning. This shield is up, and this arm is right here, and I'm in this position, over and under position. This is exactly where I want to be, because this is where we're comfortable with our Eskrima training. So boom, this is all I'm doing right here. Oh, excuse me, go ahead. You see, this is perfectly normal. I do this at the grocery store, and as I do this, you know, boom, it already came out. This right here, okay, it could be a strike. It could be a strike, but I'm just keeping it right here. I'm toning everything down. The footwork is still proper, you know, the way I'm turning my body right here, and like so, okay? So that is what's important here. You could do this every day, every time you go out. Okay, so imagine I'm just walking right here, and then someone's about to pass by. So when that happens, as they're passing by right here, I'm just gonna be like, oh, excuse me, just like this. See, very subtle. This hand just comes up here, and then this hand comes here. The closer side hand, they're passing by this way, so this is the hand that comes up, and this is the hand that's gonna let them go right here. Notice I turn, I'm turning, and then you could actually let this foot go if you want to, because this is the foot that can get caught right here, okay? So, boom, you could actually do that, but the first thing is to turn. Turning is the most important part. You wanna turn in the correct way, this way. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.